So Eric has just headed off. I am not feeling great today. Not 100%, that's for sure. So I'm gonna stay home and take it easy this morning. Hopefully I'll feel better this afternoon and I can get stuff done around the house. I'm gonna do some work from home, so it's not like I'm not working. I'm just at home today instead of at work today. I may not be feeling great, but I am not gonna let this opportunity go to waste and lay in bed all day. I know Eric this morning was like, don't just stay at home and read a book all day. I'm not gonna read a book. I'm gonna sew for a little bit. I know yesterday I said I was gonna at least iron and start the parts of the cosplay for my Rey from Star Wars cosplay. I ironed. That was all I got done. So now I'm going to do a little bit of quiet sewing, listen to an audiobook, see how I feel, go from there. Taking it easy but being productive. Two birds, one stone, right? Okay. So here's my fabric. I have cut it into 4 pieces. I have 2 here, 2 over there. Oh, sorry, actually 2 behind me. I have to sew them at least on one end, and then I'm gonna iron them to create the pleats or the creases that are in her over the shoulder things. But because the fabric isn't quite long enough, I have to first at least sew one end together so that all the creases are the same. And then once the creases are done, I'll sew the other half. I don't want to do, it's easier to iron a flat thing than a round thing. So I'm going to do it that way. Oh. So guys, I totally forgot. I have to hem the sides first. So let me do those hems and then I'll connect the pieces together. Okay guys, so I've hemmed everything and now I'm going to sew the 2 pieces together into one, and then I can start ironing. Okay guys, so I did not vlog as much today as I should have, especially since I have no excuse because I was home all day. So come back in, come on. Hi, do you want to come in? You can come in. Where was I? Alright, so, I did not vlog enough today, even though I was home. I feel much better now, which is great. What did I do today? Alright, so I worked on the cosplay this morning. I got really far. So I totally finished the over-the-shoulder things that she wears, and I realized I didn't take any video of what it looks like, so I should do that. So here is the start of the Rey costume finally starting to come together a little bit. So this is what I worked on today. Oh, this is backwards. Might help if I put it on the right way. So these are the separate sort of over-the-shoulder pieces that I made today. And I hadn't actually seen them with the top yet. I think they look pretty good. So there's a belt that needs to be done. And I actually kind of think these are supposed to cross somehow. I'm gonna have to look at the pictures again. Maybe it's supposed to cross in the back. I am pretty happy with how the technique turned out. I was kind of worried about what this was gonna look like, but the creases, because this is linen, it's gonna hold the crease really well, and I think it looks pretty nice. Just like the way the fabrics work with one another, I talked about how I wanted these 2 fabrics to be different colors. They look good. So I just had a realization, guys, that I didn't realize before, because that's what realizations are, right? I realized these are supposed to cross. Doesn't that look better? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That means I just need to pull the seams of one end apart and sew them across, because then they'll actually cross and we'll end up looking more like this, which is what it's supposed to look like. I didn't even think about that. But this is what it's supposed to look like up top. but it means that the fabric has to loop differently on the bottom. So, things to work on. And then again, this top section has to actually be sewn sort of, or somehow adhered to the shirt. I may end up doing some sort of pinning, velcroing situation so that it can come off if I needed to. But hey, problem solving. And again, I need like a belt. I need actually 2 belts. This is just a belt that I have. Check the belt buckle, you know, like with cosplay, there's always more to do. So I also had the opportunity to play Zelda, Twilight Princess this afternoon for about 2 hours, which was super nice, just to relax on the couch, hang out, play video games. Got through the first temple. It was great. I don't love this as much as I love Ocarina of Time. And I love Ocarina of Time. So I'm okay with not loving it as much as I love that. You know, that game was such a part of my childhood and has rooted itself in my, you know, history so strongly that of course this is going to pale in comparison. I'm still enjoying it and I'm still going to play it, but it's not quite the same. It just doesn't, I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't feel quite the same. So I'm really happy. I really like this neckline. I think it's really pretty. Okay, sorry. Momentary side note.